Yes, you see the title, and yes, I know I'm about a month late on the firmware 1.5.0 update for the R6, and it really doesn't help when B&H sends you an email on December 30th saying that Canon has just released firmware updates for the R6, but here we are. So I click on the link that B&H sends me, and this update came out on December 2nd. So technically they didn't just come out with it. But I guess when you stop making videos for 7 months in the world of camera technology, you're going to fall behind, so I can only blame myself. But I'm making a video about this anyway, so please bear with me. So the Canon R6, this camera came out about 1.5 years ago, and I've had it for the full 1.5 years because I pre-ordered it. And we've gotten our firmware updates here and there. We got IPB Lite, which I actually use all the time now, and we've seemingly fixed the overheating issue. But one thing that I've always had a gripe with was the IBIS. The IBIS on this camera is absolutely trash, and it's honestly the one thing that has kept me from calling this camera the perfect camera for me. With this 1.5.0 update, we get improvement of head detection to support helmets and goggles in winter sports, the vehicle selection option to support autofocus with cars and motorcycles, improvement of eye detection in shadows. Actually, you know what? We're not doing this. If you want to see what 1.5.0 comes with, just head over to the Canon website. Now, the feature that I'm most excited about with this update for the R6 is the improvement of the IBIS when using specific EF lenses that don't come equipped with the image stabilization function. When I'm vlogging with my R6, the lens I always have on here is the 16-35, the wide angle lens. As you can tell, it does not have image stabilization on it, so this update was made specifically for lenses like this. Now, when I'm vlogging with this lens zoomed all the way out, there's always been this weird warping jello looking effect that I absolutely cannot stand. This has also been the case when I'm out shooting B-roll, and honestly, adding warp stabilizer to the image in post just makes it look that much worse. Honestly, I'm at that point to where most of the time, I just have it completely turned off. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to take this camera outside and I'm going to pretend to vlog. The first shot is going to be before the firmware update, and the second shot is going to be after the firmware update, and we're really going to see if they actually improve the IBIS on this camera. Let's go. Now, for reference, this is what the shot looks like with the IBIS turned off. I want you guys to see it before I turn it on. This is just me walking up my driveway, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing in the next shots too. Okay, shot number 1 of me pretending to vlog outside my house before I update the firmware. I am slightly moving the camera intentionally just so you can see kind of the warp in the shot, but yeah, this is what it looks like before the update. Okay, shot number 2, again, of me pretending to vlog outside my house, this time with the firmware update 1.5 in the camera, and also intentionally moving the camera again just to see if there's any warp. Guess we got to see what this looks like, right? But first, let me go ahead and throw some B-roll in real quick, and then we're going to head back into the office and see if this firmware update really does improve the IBIS. To be honest, I'm not really moved by this firmware update at all. After looking at these shots over and over again, like multiple times, there's maybe a slight difference in the IBIS, but you really have to look in order to notice it. And trust me, I looked really hard. I guess what I was looking for was maybe an overall much smoother shot. And I'm not talking anything crazy like the GoPro Hero 10. That's a completely different camera technology. And maybe less of that jello effect. The warp and the jello effect is still there. And I don't like that. But yeah, definitely not a significant improvement in the IBIS. So here we are yet again with another firmware update, and we're stuck with this super trash IBIS in the Canon R6. But it's fine, I've managed it this far, and I have no issues continuing to manage it until maybe the next firmware update where Canon hopefully solves this issue. I guess we'll just have to stay tuned, and this time I won't be late because, you know, I'm back in the game. That does it for this video, everybody. I know I was late to the game on this one, but I wanted to test it out myself, and it only makes sense to make a YouTube video about it anyway. So if you did like this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so every time I do upload a video, you get notified. So until the next video, my name is Tristan Nervin, and I'm out of here. Peace.